What's going on, guys? Welcome to Own the Chaos, where we talk about everything OTC stocks. If you're visiting for the first time, welcome. I encourage you to stick around, as I always answer everybody's questions in the live stream at the end. So feel free to ask away in the chat there, and I'll be happy to answer those for you. And boy, do I have another good one for you today. It never ceases to amaze me in the OTC, guys. I invested $750 and I have $3,000 profit to show you, and it was just happens to be one of the stocks that I had to watch for on the beginning of May. If you go all the way back to the beginning of May, I had MCGI as one of the stocks to watch for in the month of May, and it has. And I said that when I was discussing the potential that I saw there, because they started submitting filings in the beginning of the month, I had suspicions to believe that they were going to be trying to get current, and then also trying to register with the Nevada Secretary of State. So as you all know by now, if you've been watching my channel here for a little bit, that reinstatements with the Nevada Secretary of State, or any Secretary of State, but Nevada seems the most popular one, it is a big deal. Let me fix my headphones here real quick. This is kind of Slick Rick. What the? Who are you talking about, man? All right, sorry. It was just driving me nuts. Anyway, so this is live, guys. I hate to break it to you, but anyway, MCGI was one that I had, told you guys that was a stock to watch for the month of May, and I will go ahead and show you a breakdown of what I saw, how I saw the potential in this stock, and where I see it going from here. So without further ado, again, guys, go ahead and ask questions in the chat. I'd be happy to answer those at the end, and let's get started. So I'm going to share my screen here with you all real quick. Bear with me. Cleaned up my window here a little bit for you. I know it was getting a little busy. All right, so let's start off with OTC markets. That's what I want. So OTCmarkets.com is a great resource to utilize when you're doing your due diligence on any particular stock. And MCGI, all you got to do is basically search any stock in OTC markets, and you get like a profile of that particular company. And so as I was showing you guys previously, these filings were starting to come in. Look, back in April, this first filing came in for the first time since November of last year. And so this 10Q came in to get in an attempt to begin to get current. We're now into the 2017 year range. It looks like they're still trying to get current. It doesn't look like they're going to have to do a whole lot here. The closer you get to current status, the easier it is to submit these filings. And now that they got a lot of these out of the way, all the way back to 2016, it's going to get easier from here on out. Okay, so this was the first clue here, and this was the clue that I gave you guys, back in the beginning of. I'm sorry, right here. This was the first clue. Back in the beginning of the month, this was the first clue here. So obviously this started up, saw some activity, got into it, and then lo and behold, so again, this is a Nevada Secretary of State. This is another resource that you should be using if you're trading OTCs. You type in the company name up here, you click on their company name, and then here it is. Status is active. Okay, they are now current, or they are not now active with the Nevada Secretary of State. Another thing that I want to point out is, if I can go back and show you, because it's just easier. Timothy Arns is the president and CEO of Med Careers Group. Didn't always used to be. He's recently now the new CEO. And why is that important? That's important because he is also the CEO of Jobs.com. If you don't know what Jobs.com is, you live under a rock, because they are a great company and a great website to find jobs at if you're looking for a job. So the fact that Tim is the CEO of this company, and he's getting current, he's registered with the Nevada Secretary of State. Here's what I think is going to be going on for the future of this company. So whenever I see a reinstatement of a particular company, that potentially means that there are going to be further catalysts to come. And I say that because history has proven that. If you go back and even just look at the reinstatements that occurred this year, after the reinstatement, the valuation of these companies go up exponentially. So I have already, if you guys have been following my channel for a while, I've already sold my initial position on this. I've sold a little bit for profit. I've actually added to a couple of dips and then sold again. Right now I currently have 1.4 million shares of this stock. So I have a $3,000 profit with only $780 with initial investment. So $780 turned $3,000, and that is the reality when it comes to trading over-the-counter stocks. And that's what I kind of want to hammer home here, guys, because you don't need $10,000 to experience $1,000 a day for what, 5 to 10% potential. All you need is a little bit of money, and then do smart due diligence, and then diversify. Put all these things together that I've been putting together for you guys over the 100 plus videos I have for you, and you can really make it in the OTC. Yeah, there's crap companies out there, sure, absolutely, but this is a CEO of jobs.com. Okay, this is a legitimate CEO that is getting reinstated, following all the steps that he needs to follow the right way. And so that is how you make money down here. You got to sift through the bull crap and then find the companies that are really going to make you money. And so that's what my goal is, to provide that service for you guys. And if you are new to my channel, I have been telling you guys that I'm in the process of building a course here. It's going to be going live here very shortly with the implementation of WeTradeHQ.com. WeTradeHQ.com is going to be a social exchange for all types of traders, not just OTC traders, but anybody who trades on big boards, crypto, Forex, whatever. It's all going to be there. We have over 20,000 crypto tickers. We have over 20,000 stock tickers and cryptocurrencies and everything. All those are going to be forums that you can talk on. So if you are looking for a particular stock that you want to talk about, let's just say Apple, you can go there and see whoever is trading Apple and what they're talking about. And you can all do technical analysis together and everything. It's going to be great. You can do it all in real time. You can do it all live. I cannot wait till that goes live. But my course will also be on there. It's not just going to be an exchange where people just talk. It's going to be an exchange where people can learn, where people can, from all trading styles, whether you've been trading for 20 years or 2 days, WeTradeHQ is going to be for you. So if you're interested in getting in the ground zero, if you will, of WeTradeHQ, visit the links down below. I have WeTradeHQ where you can register your email. You can get updates. We just sent one out today. A lot of people got the update on WeTradeHQ, what it's going to look like, and they were really excited about that. We have about 600 people that are already registered, so don't miss out on that. Also, we have a WeTradeHQ Facebook page. That link is in the description as well. And check us out on Discord. Part of the success that we have here is Discord in itself. Discord is a chat group that we have. It's also going to be incorporated on WeTradeHQ, and we all can talk as like-minded individuals and help each other find these stocks before they run, and we can all make out. It's been amazing to me to see how many people have reached out to me and thanked me for, and all of our admins within the group for helping them succeed. I mean, it's been pretty amazing, especially this week with just everything transferring over for me, having my own thing. It's been stressful, but it's been awesome at the same time, and I can't explain to you guys how grateful I am to you for the level of support you provided. So yeah, check that out. Discord, we have over 1,200 members and counting. It's been skyrocketing ever since we've started it, so it's been awesome. Don't miss out on that either. And if you're not subscribed to this channel and you learn something, I encourage you to just subscribe and continue learning. We're all here and we're all about learning every day. So subscribe, and if you like this video, I also would encourage you to hit the like button. I would really appreciate your support through that as well. So as always, I'm going to go ahead and see if there's any questions in here. I always do that. I always go my software to try to sift through the questions and not the actual chat. So let's see here. Just seeing when a company updates the securities, Nevada, does it update across the board in other states or just that one alone? So good question, Matt. So when companies reinstate, they have to reinstate with a particular state. They have to register with that state as a company, as an entity. And Nevada is just the most common one because they have the least, I guess, restrictive tax laws. And so that's just the most common one. There's other ones out there that are pretty common though too. Wyoming, Florida, Delaware are the other ones that are pretty common. I mean, look, every state has you have to register. Like if you're building, like I started We Trade HQ in the state of Maryland, so I registered in the state of Maryland. But any company can register anything in any state, but a lot of people choose Nevada just because it has the best tax laws for small businesses, and so that's why a lot of people do that. So it's not that they're registering with the entire country, but they have to register with that state before anything else. And so that's like the beginning stages of turning a shell company into a legitimate one. So if it's defunct or whatever, it's just sitting there dormant and it's not doing anything, then it's usually just a shell company, not worth anything. But once they start to get registered, then it's like people wake up and they're like, oh, okay, well, what's going on here? Could there be potential catalysts? And I mean, if jobs.com is looking at this company, and a company is a way for nurses to interact with each other and find jobs for nurses. So it's directly related to jobs.com. So, you know, who knows what it could be? Maybe it could be a merger. Maybe they're going to acquire them. Maybe they're just going to keep it as an entity. We don't know. But I think the valuation of this company is going to go much higher based off of who's involved with it and the steps they're taking to get current and that Nevada Secretary of State registration as well. So I know that was long-winded, but I wanted to just touch on all those points so that you understood fully what that means. So what particular videos does a novice trader should watch your channel? I mean, you could always just go back to the beginning. It's funny that you mentioned that. I have somebody that I get alerts. So whenever you guys comment on any of my videos, of course I always get notified. And this guy has been watching them from the beginning, like legit from one, and then he numbers them all the way up. So I think he's like on 70 something right now. He literally started like 2 weeks ago, has been watching all my videos from one all the way up until now. It's been pretty hilarious and awesome at the same time. But he's learned so much, and he's actually applying that to his trading, and it's helping him. So it's really cool to see. So I would just say, as much as I cringe about it, start from the beginning and work your way up. Because let me tell you, those beginning videos were pretty rough. I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know how to be on YouTube. I didn't know how to do anything. So if you want a good laugh, check them out too. Yeah, that was quite interesting. Maybe I should have like a video about like revisiting how far I've come. I also thought about having like a hate mail video too. Let's see if you guys like would be interested in that, a roasting video, if you will, because I am not perfect, and it's been a learning curve. I've been trying to make every single one of my videos better than the last, and of course they're not perfect now still, but just seeing how far I've come has been pretty awesome. So anyway, it would just be funny just to kind of go back and see that. Let's see here from Vancouver, Washington. What's going on? Welcome, Isaac. Can you or someone in your team morning, afternoon play-by-play commentary for people who want to day trade? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know who's going to have the time for that, especially during the trading day. It's a good idea. Maybe it's something that we can explore later on, but immediately right now, I don't think that's something that we're going to entertain. But certainly I can, check it out. You plan on holding GMOS for future catalysts? So GMOS is another stock that I covered. It's actually one that I was saying that was one to watch this week too. They're going under a custodianship hearing tomorrow. And so I do plan on holding it for future catalysts other than just a hearing. We will see what that hearing brings. If it brings some buying, I may choose to sell at least my initial investment. I haven't gotten to a point on GMOS yet where I'm comfortable with selling that initial investment just yet, but we'll see. How much will your course cost? I think it's going to be within the $300 range. I don't want to set that price as set in stone, But again, we're going to have affiliate links as well as promo codes and all that stuff. So I don't want you to get stuck and hung up on the actual price costs, because there's going to be coupons and all that good stuff. So just stick around for that. Do you buy at market open or by anticipation of the following day? So I swing trade. It all depends on what I see. Somebody said, do you buy at market open or but anticipation of the following day, or wait a while for new? I think what you're asking is, do I buy at market open or do I wait? And really, it just depends on what catalyst is showing up, what's trending. You know, what is there some kind of momentum play that I can get in? You know, and so I don't have a rule as far as timing goes when it comes to when during the day that I buy a stock. So good question. If we come across a 10Q in our DDs, does that typically mean good things to come? Well, 10Q is just a quarterly filing. It all depends on what's in that 10Q. If a ticker is currently listed as pink, so OTC tickers, if they're listed as pink, then they're going to be current. So they're going to be current reporting. So all their filings are up to date and they're going to be reporting. Maybe it's that they, and you know, if they're listed as OTCQB, then that means that they've met certain requirements and maintained a price point above a penny for over a year and that sort of thing. So it all depends. I don't shy away from any particular stock that has any sign on it, because even caveat emptors will run. So I wouldn't place too much emphasis on the status of the stock, but more so on the share structures and the attempts to get current and reinstatements and all that good stuff. So, the next question I think I just answered there. All right. Looks like we're slowing down on the questions. Will the course be live day by day thing or a package? So it's just going to be a one-time thing. You're just going to pay one price. You have it for life. See you on your way. And, you know, you'll get free updates. I think as I've been going through building this thing, you know, it's been tough for me because it's been tough to like go back to the very beginning and think like, okay, if I've never traded before, what I want to know or what do I need to know? So it's kind of like easy for me to spit out stuff that I just know right off the bat, but then they go back. So I'm going to provide this as a one-time lifetime fee, but all the updates that I make to it are going to be free in case I ever feel like I need to structure it better so that it's easier for you to understand or add things to it or whatever. It's all that's going to be free. You're just going to pay it one time. It's yours forever. Have at it. All right. So as far, guys, I'm not going to get into too much details of the course. You know, once it comes out, then you'll know everything. I promise. So with that, guys, I appreciate you tuning in. Again, I would really appreciate you if you have not subscribed to my channel to please subscribe. I would really appreciate that, as well as like this video if you learned something. And that is all I've got for you guys today. As always, I will see you all before the bell. And B Smith is out. See you tomorrow, guys.